Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm RexFinance, and today we're going to talk about why Revolve Stock made its big jump. It was up huge today. And also on top of that, we're going to talk about whether I think you guys should invest in the company even as it jumped so much today. And I'm going to talk about business fundamentals and my bullish thesis for the company. But before we get into that, I just have to say a massive thank you to you guys. This video right here hit 1,000 views. I'll leave a link down in the description below. It's titled The Tesla That Nobody Knows About. Make sure you guys go check that video out if you have not already. So all around today, the stock market had a great day. But Revolve, man, outperformed the market so much today. On Stock Twits, I saw a lot of people asking whether they think it's still a good time to buy, why the move is happening, etc. Today, my goal is to answer those questions for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below whether you guys are going to invest in this company, and leave a like if you guys enjoy this video. So I'm actually recording this video slightly before the markets close, about 15 minutes to be exact. And as you can see, my portfolio is up 10% today because of my three main positions. But Revolve being up 25%, as you see here, is obviously the main reason why I'm up so much today. Now, Workhorse WKHS is also up 3.5%, which is big. And I actually started a position in Raytheon Technologies, which I said I would do if it ever hit under $60. And I'm up 3% on that position today as well. So it's just a really good day for my portfolio. But today, we're looking at the Revolve Corporation, up almost 25% as of now. We'll kind of see how it keeps going up as the markets close, but I wouldn't be surprised if it closes around up 30%. But earlier today, it was actually up over 32%. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up shooting over 30% again on the day, which would be absolutely huge. Now, Jeremy actually introduced me to this stock, like probably most of you that are watching this video, but I did my own due diligence, which I hope all of you guys did as well. So whatever I talk about today, make sure you guys do your own due diligence. What I say might not end up being true. It might end up being true and the stock price is absolutely going to soar, but do your own due diligence, do your own research, and make your own thesis around the company and where you think that its prospects are headed. So for those of you that don't know what Revolve is, I'm sure that's a minor percentage of my viewers that are watching this video, but it's basically an online clothing retailer. But this clothing retailer is primarily for women, and man, women spend so much money shopping with Revolve. And actually, I wouldn't say the main reason, but one of the main reasons I invested in Revolve Corporation in the first place was because they had a whole episode of The Bachelor dedicated to their company. And my guess is there's a lot of Bachelor fangirls out there that watched The Bachelor, saw that episode where they gave an entire closet away to one of the contestants, and they went online and did their own shopping on Revolve. So they probably got a lot of sales just from that. So that's kind of why I started dipping into this stock a little while ago. But also the other reasons I got involved with this stock is basically everything this slide says. Total net sales grew 21% for the full year 2019 and increased 16% year over year in quarter 4. Net sales increased, forward segment net sales increased, international net sales increased, net income increased, EBITDA increased, net cash flow increased. This company was on the up and up when I first invested in this company. I still believe it is. So you may be asking, where in the heck are clothing shopping addicts shopping for clothes right now? The malls are closed. Most retail in-person stores are closed. So all of these shoppers have been forced to shop online, which Revolve is an online clothing retailer. So I believe they've really benefited from this situation. This company also does a great job advertising with influencers on Instagram. And there are so many women on Instagram that want to be the next famous model. They like the clothes they see. They like the advertisements. They click on the advertisements and then go shop for those clothes. That's a great advertising market. In addition to this, Revolve announces their earnings next Thursday, which I believe is actually the primary reason for this 25% plus move up today. There's an extreme possibility that the big investors had earnings leaked to them. This happens with a lot of companies. Earnings get leaked, and man, their stock prices absolutely shoot up. However, Revolve has actually already came out and said that their sales were up 20% year over year to begin this quarter. But they also said starting the second week of March, which is when the disease hit, their sales had a massive drop. But what I think happened is after that second and third, fourth week of March, I believe they actually saw their sales increase slow and steadily, and I think they're at a pretty good spot right now, and I guess we're going to find out next week. And the reason this company is so attractive to me, even at this price, I would have to buy up. I would have to chase this stock price up if I wanted to own more shares, which I'm thinking about doing, because I believe this company should be valued between $40 and $45. Prior to this virus, they had zero debt on their balance sheet. They had lots of cash. As you can see to my left and behind me, at the end of 2019, they had about $65 million in cash. They had lots of inventory, which means they were really anticipating their sales to grow by a wide margin this year, and I think they will. But as I scroll down, you can see they have zero current debt at the end of 2019. However, Revolve did come out at the end of March and update us on their business. As I said, this is all stuff I've mentioned. They initially had a strong Q1 2020 performance, but then it was pretty much offset in the beginning, second week of March because of the disease. However, their cash on their balance sheet actually grew to $85 million. Before, I said at the end of 2019, they had about $65 million on their balance sheet, but now they have $85 million. So something you guys might not know is that Revolve actually has a credit revolver, no pun intended, for $75 million. They did decide to draw on this credit revolver $30 million. They decided to draw down $30 million from this credit revolver. So technically, this would be considered debt. But judging by how much cash they have on hand and how I believe their sales have steadily grown since the end of March, and how I think they will continue to grow throughout 2020 and beyond, I believe they'll have no problem whatsoever paying down their credit revolver debt. So their drawing on the credit revolver probably actually is an advantage to shareholders. It's good for shareholders. It's good for their business because it gives them more cash on hand. They haven't came out and said whether they got any federal welfare loans or anything like that for small business, but I wouldn't be surprised if we figured that out in the earnings call next Thursday. Now, their online business, there's no way their online business was hurt too bad, especially when the government sent out all these checks. People spent that money right away. If they didn't have any rent to pay, most of them didn't save that money. Most of them didn't invest that money. Most of them spent that money. And I'm sure several people spent that money on clothing online. So like I said, I don't think their online business and their sales have been hurt too bad. I think they've actually increased since the end of March, and I believe we're going to have a surprise earnings beat come next Thursday. On top of that, I truly believe online retail, not even just clothing, but online retail in general, is going to be the new normal. Things are going to change because of this virus. Things are not going to be the same. People are going to be hesitant to go out in public, especially in areas where there's going to be a mass amount of people in a small vicinity or a room. And that's what in-person retail stores are. So Revolve's online business is really going to benefit not only during this time, but after this time as well, I believe. And today, even though the stock popped over 25%, only 3% of shorts were forced to cover today. So if we have any sort of earnings beat whatsoever, more shorts are going to be forced to cover, which is going to force more shorts to cover, which is going to raise the stock price over time drastically. I wouldn't be surprised if in a week or two, this stock is sitting at $30 a share. That might seem very aggressive, but I would not be surprised whatsoever, especially when news came out that only 3% of shorts covered. Wow. A huge short squeeze is potentially going to happen in Revolve Group stock. So in closing, I am very, very, very bullish on this company, if you couldn't tell. Do I believe it's a good buy still at $13? Absolutely. This company should be valued between $40 and $45. By the end of 2020, I believe we're going to be at those levels. So if you came here wondering whether you should invest in this company, even though it rose 25% today, absolutely. Even though it rose 25%, it can still rise another 200, 300% over the next coming months. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe and leave a like below. Also check out my other videos. The first video that I mentioned at the beginning of the video that hit 1,000 views is a banger. You guys would love that. It's my #1 speculative stock for 2020. And the other video you guys should check out is 3 dividend stocks that won't be cutting their dividends. Be sure you watch that one if you guys are dividend investors and are looking for safe dividends that won't be getting cut. Actually, the market's just closed. It closed exactly at $13 a share. So thank you guys very much for choosing me and watching my video. You chose to watch me over Jeremy, over Graham Stephan, over Andre Jick. I just appreciate you guys' time and your willingness to watch my videos. So make sure you guys go check out those videos. I'll leave a couple more videos down in the description. At the end of my video on my end screen, there'll be 2 video links you can click on. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button in the middle. And with that, have a great day.